What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? This your man Dre Mac coming to you again with another episode of the Dre Mac Show, 4 o'clock edition. Because I had a serious power outage in my neighborhood at my house. I had to replace the power line in my house. Crazy stuff. You know what I mean? Insanity. A lot of stuff going on. So I couldn't give you the video because it was like heavy rains and all of that stuff, you know what I mean, on last night. So I couldn't really give you that last night, but I can give you this right now. So I'm going to actually talk about how Playmates proves race bent characters don't work. They don't work at all. They have proven themselves they don't work. What's up, D-Stizzle? What's going on? This is something that that's been echoed many a times by my man Chillmonger, and then Playmates goes and proves it. You know what I mean? So hopefully you guys are happy, you guys are healthy. Just make sure you give the video a thumbs up if you're watching this on the replay. This is a live because I could not do the premiere. I couldn't videotape last night because no power. And I was asleep, dog. I worked all last week, like Monday through Sunday. So yeah, this is going to echo a lot of things that Chill said, and I want y'all to really pay attention to this. This is probably going to be very vital. Excuse me, going forward on why Black representation needs to be with original Black characters. And now I'm in the vein. I don't want no more race bent characters because what I'm about to show to y'all is ridiculous. But you already know what goes on around here. If you're new to the channel, then you probably don't know. But everybody else, y'all know what it is. The real question is, all right. I seen you, Professor Film. I seen you. What's going on, man? It's a temporary pattern solution. I'm about to prove to y'all right now how I don't want temporary representation anymore. I'm good with it. I'm like, and anybody who knows me knows I'm a big fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Transformers. My that's what the majority that I got as far as like other media that's out here. You know what I mean? Or if you can see, I mean, I got the turtle. Well, you can't really see, but the turtle stuff is in the background. I can't. I just moved my camera up too. I just got it where it's moved up, so my hands will go into focus and autofocus. You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to do too much, or I'm not trying to lean back too far, so it doesn't get in. Doesn't focus my face right. But in this, I'm about to prove. Matter of fact, I'm about to prove something for one about April O'Neil in the Turtles film because I'm going off Mutant Mayhem, and in Mutant Mayhem, you have the character April O'Neil that is black in the film. She was black in Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and she's black in Mutant Mayhem. You know what I'm saying? She's a darker skinned girl in Mutant Mayhem, just like her counterpart is in Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, right? So I'm going out. I'm just common related material. Hold on, wait a minute. You said I'm a fan of something I prefer to source material accuracy, common related material. And D Stizzle, I'm about to get into the actualities of April O'Neil, the actual factuals. You know what I mean? I know Eric July, you know what I'm saying? I tagged him into a video, you know what I'm saying? But about April O'Neil, because it was like, oh, April O'Neil was just white, and they need to keep her white. She had a perm. How many white women had perms back in the day? And I was like, yo, my man, chill out. Because Peter Laird is not the only person who created April O'Neil. Kevin Eastman, who still works on Turtles, had a major input on it, and I'm about to get into that right now. And I'm talking about the comic book version of April O'Neil. That's what I'm gonna get into. The Mirage comic April O'Neil. I'm gonna get into that. But the first thing I want to show you is this. Let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. Because I want to show you guys. Oops. I want to show you guys this. And why I'm so upset. Hopefully okay. So I don't know if you can see, but there's two different. I was literally, because I'm not the, when I get a little money, I'm getting this oozing cruising figures. You know what I mean? Big fan of Turtles. Anybody who's watched any of my shorts now that I'm posting my figures up, and hopefully I can get it to it where I'm actually posting my figures outside, doing some light photography. I'm not really that great at it, but we're gonna see what I can do with it. But I'm gonna try to. I can't make this any bigger. No, I can't make this any bigger. But if you can see on your screen, there's a dark skinned April look like Michael Jackson. There's a light skinned April that look like Michael Jackson. And this is wrong. For one, I'm showing you this is why it's in the thumbnail. Playmates should be ashamed of themselves. And I'm gonna tell you why Playmates should be ashamed of themselves. Because in any other media, right, that you had a white lead character. Yeah, Eric wasn't even born in the 80s. We lived in it. But yeah, I know. I'm not even me and Eric July. Eric July cool though. He cool. He cool for his fan base and all of that. He's cool. I ain't got no problems with Eric like that. You know what I'm saying? Again, the only problem that we would not see eye to eye is some of his political views, but I understand his political views. I just don't see eye to eye with everything. You know what I'm saying? But some stuff I agree with. He's a good dude. You know what I mean? But this goes after something that I listen to Chill about, and me, Chill, Back of the Bus Pocket, we all had this. Now, they have not ever did this with a white lead or a white supporting character that's major into the film. And April O'Neil plays a major role in the Mutant Mayhem film. Have you ever seen in a major film adaptation that becomes a toy or a video game that they literally palette swap the character? No. They don't even palette swap the character's face. You know what I'm saying? The Ninja Turtles, they didn't make this darker green like their 1980s counterpart. Excuse me. They didn't make them that color. You know what I'm saying? But in this, they felt like it was okay to have the dark-skinned April O'Neil be white. in another toy if you're not paying attention. So depends on what toy you get. You're either going to get a dark one or a light one, depending on which box you picks up. Now, this is where the problem is, and this is where this is racist. I mean, this is completely it's the doll test. Which one looks prettier? And if you don't know what the doll test is, trust and believe I will bring that video up to you and why this is so detrimental to our children, because it shouldn't have mattered. If a little girl could go pick up a white doll, you understand, and think it's pretty, why can't she pick up a black doll and think it's pretty? Why does a little boy or a little girl who's picking up the Ninja Turtles, who's a fan, have to choose between a light one and a dark one when they don't do that with any other media? They don't do this with any other adaptation or anything. They do not have a white character who's maybe just a supporting character and make her black to please the masses. They will not do that. So why do they think that this right here is okay? And again, this is Playmates stories. This is why temporary representation is alive with April O'Neil, and this is why temporary representation does not work. Because you're going to revert back, and man, did Chillmonger not call this? And I'm going to bring up Chillmonger's video too, and I'm going to tag that. Is going to be the thumbnail on this video once it gets revised. But he talked about, hey, all you're gonna do, yeah, with Ariel. You know, he talked about the real big. Yeah, she's black now, but in 10 to 15 years, she's gonna be right back white. And they didn't even take long to make April O'Neil white right back again. You know what I mean? Even in toy form. Again, if I'm a little white kid and I went to go see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you know what I mean? Mutant Mayhem. I had a good time. I enjoyed myself. Now I want the toys, because that's how we are. When we were kids, we watched 25-minute commercials where toys were battling each other, and we thought, yeah, you know what we do? Let's go ahead and get the toys so we could be able to do that too. You see what I mean? So what we did was we grabbed the toys and played with our toys just like we saw in the cartoon that we watched. Now, look at this. If I'm going out and I'm looking, I'm like, hey, wait a minute. Why is April a different color? Then my parents have to, well, maybe, son, this is to me, this is an unnecessary conversation to have with a child, because it should have just been the color that the character was on screen. But Playmates, this is a big FU to the black community that was cool with seeing a black April, and you're just proving, you know what I'm saying, the race is right. Hey, I don't need to get that April. I can just give me a white April, because hey, they got another box with a white April. So why would I get the black one when I could get the white one? Think about that for just a second. Why do I have to even pay attention to this toy that I'm getting for my child? Now, me personally, yes, I'm getting it because I'm a collector and I like the Turtles and I'm gonna collect these figures. You know what I mean? Especially because they're the first Turtles since the 2017 when they came out, you know, with this line of Turtles through Playmates. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna collect them or whatever. But this pisses me off. Doesn't make me want to get. I want to get the dark one. You know what I'm saying? But then does that make me racist because I don't want the white one because she's not the representation that we had on film? Temporary representation does not work. It does not work at all. It does not work at all. This proves that it does not work at all. Because if temporary representation was, if temporary representation was cool, then the character would be black going forward. You see what I mean? But no, we could just, that's okay. We'll just make a white one. You know what I mean? We'll have a white April O'Neil. She was white during the comics. She was, you know what I mean? And even Kevin Eastman, I'm going to show you a video from Kevin Eastman that proves that he got the idea for April O'Neil from his wife, who at the time, especially if you black, if you mix, you call black in the black community. But she was a light-skinned woman. She was a light-skinned woman who was mixed. That was black and white. And I'm going to get to that one too. But let's get to this video real quick. Let me take this down real quick. Let me remove that. And let's get to the actual video that I want to bring up from Kevin Eastman's own mouth. Now, this is from a movie called a documentary called Turtle Power, right? and it talks about you know, the history that went into TMNT. And I'm gonna play this for you so we can get a better understanding. You know what I mean? So we can get a better understanding of what was in Kevin's mind, in Peter's mind when they were creating the character of April O'Neil. So give me a second. Let me add it to my screen. Matter of fact, let me put it here. Hold on. Let me take this. Let me remove this real quick because that's not how I want to do it. Give me just a second. But again, if you guys are coming in and you watching this, make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Make sure to give the video a thumbs upper. All right, let's get to this. See this from Turtle Power. Listen closely to what Kevin Eastman. There's two. What's going on, Andre Ware? What's going on? Let's get into what Kevin Eastman said about April. Kevin is the co-creator along with Peter Laird. Peter Laird wanted the character to be Asian with kind of a Japanese aesthetic. But Kevin overrode him. And here is where this picks up at.
You know, Raphael was kind of loosely based on me, and Donatello was kind of loosely based on Pete. But we, you know, it was 40 pages. We really didn't get to know the characters well enough. You get to, you know, they were sort of introduced. When we started working on the second, third, and fourth issue, the cool part was that we really had to develop these characters. We had to know them better than anybody so we could write them.
So again, he's talking about the character development. Of course, you already know for copyright reasons why I had to stop it. But he's talking about the character development. If we don't know these characters, how can I present these characters to you? I have to be able to present you a product that is familiar with me, right? Let me keep going.
And so, you know, like I guess any writer, you kind of pull from all of these influences around you. You know, your crazy Uncle Bert, your, you know, your sister this, the next girlfriend. You know, for example, April was designed and written after a girl that I had dated in high school, and then we got married later. I want you to keep this in mind. He said, then we got married later, loosely based off a girl I dated in high school. Then he ended up marrying. This was his ex-wife. Let's get it straight. This was his ex-wife. Listen closely to what he says. Stuff, but you know, she was a big inspiration for that character, at least in name. You know, she didn't look exactly like her. She did in later issues.
She did in later issues. She was a big inspiration for the character. She didn't look exactly like her, but she did in later issues. Let me go back and let me replay it. Matter of fact, I'm going to put the subtitles on just so I know what I heard was correct. Give me just a second. Let's go back.
Introduced. When we started working on the second, third, and fourth issue, the cool part was that we really had to develop these characters. We had to know them better than anybody so we could write them. And so,
you know, like
I guess any writer, you kind of pull from all of these influences around you. You know, your crazy Uncle Bert, your, you know, your sister this, the next girlfriend. You know, for example, April was designed and written after a girl that I had dated in high school, and then we got married later and stuff. But you know, she was a big inspiration for that character, at least in name. You know, she didn't look exactly like her. She did in later issues.
She did in later issues. Y'all see it. She did in later issues. The girl that you see, matter of fact, this is how I'm about to, because you know me. Y'all, if y'all been following me, y'all know I like to pull them big ass CVS receipts. Y'all know them real long ones that you get from CVS is just a waste of paper. I like to pull them because people be playing with me and I don't like to be played with. So let's go ahead. Let me take this. I just wanted to give you this part. Just give you this part because you see it. She did in later issues. It's on screen. I didn't say it. Ain't Johnny Mac didn't say that. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Eastman, the co-creator, said this, right? So let's go. Let me go and show you what she looked like. to make so this with the curly hair, you know what I'm saying, and a couple other stuff, why it makes sense. Because again, Eric was calling people retarded and stupid, and y'all just TikTokers and all this yada yada yada. That's just one piece of evidence. Again, I should have been a lawyer when I was growing up, because I'm going to pull all the facts, not what I believe, facts. So let me put in. He said that's still Jennifer Beals. I mean, it could be. Or it could be Apollonia, because remember, Apollonia looked just like that too. Let's not go back and start looking. Apollonia, what's she? Ray Don Chong had the curls. Come on now, let's start pulling the. Remember, light skinned women was the ish in the 80s, and D Sizzle, you know that. You know what I mean? You know that. Huh, what is this? What image do we have here? Yeah. Let me put this image here. Saying, and I'm gonna show you how cold this is. I'm gonna pull up this picture, and then I'm gonna pull up a picture. Hold up. Well, Flash Dance. Yeah, I mean, yeah. But ain't she? But if I'm not mistaken, isn't she? No, she's not. Jennifer Beals not mixed though, is she? I'm not for sure. Put it in the comments. Jennifer, I don't think Jennifer Beals is mixed. Yes, she is. I think Jennifer Beals is mixed. But put it in the comments. I don't know. No, I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm throwing out my evidence. Throwing out my evidence right now. Let me. So that's why Jennifer Beals to Haley, exactly. Have black, yeah. But you know, D Stizzle. You know, we're the ones who really, because they perpetuated, that one drop rule. You know what I mean? That if you got one drop of blood, you are black, and that's why we tell all of our cousins that's mixed, they black. Come on now, let's not go. Let's keep it a G. Let's keep it reals. And her name was April. So let me do this. I didn't even want to go here. I didn't even want to go here, but here we are. Yeah, that's right. But who is this? Who's that? Who is this? Who's this lady right here? This with a young Kevin. Oh, that's his wife, April Fisher. Who is that? Yeah, his wife. And guess what Bucky asked? Oh, I have that, Turtles. I have that right there. That book right there. That lady right there. His wife with the hair. Look at that hair. Now, just think about her in the 80s. Do you think that hair will be that bushy or that permy? Or would it be a little bit more permed? Now, of course, him and his wife at the time, they split. You know what I'm saying? And he actually, if you go and read Kevin's listen to any of Kevin's his explanation of Turtles and what he went through, especially how him and Peter fell out, it's very heartbreaking. Peter and Kevin is two of my favorite artists of all time, because they created one of my favorite, cartoons of all time, one of my favorite comic books of all time, my favorite characters, favorite team of all time. You know what I mean? But this here is his black wife. And then, hold up. And that's why this picture here looks more like his wife. Yeah, born and raised in Chi-Town. Yeah. But that's why she looks like this, right? Everybody was trying to say that this is a white woman with a perm that looks like, what's her name from Weird Science? I'm like, no. She was looking more like his wife at the time, the wife that he had when he created that character. They whitewashed not only April, if you want to keep it real, which basically what he is trying to say is that they went from this April to that April. So technically, because he did it later, because Whoops. You heard what he said. She did in later issues. She looked like her in the later, and if you go past issue 12, that's when she started looking like this. Issue 1 through 11, she had shaggy hair. She had all of this and that and the other. But yeah, you see, your man right here, this is not up for debate. It's your man Eric July. Yeah, a white woman with some soul glow. Yeah. But yeah, this guy right here, this is Eric July's video. You know what I mean? And it's talking about it's not up for debate. Well, you just heard it at the man's mouth. You know what I'm saying? It was whitewashed. It was completely whitewashed. So was Baxter Stockman. Because in Baxter Stockman in the comics did not look like the Baxter Stockman for the cartoons. But nobody's going to bring that up. Hold up. So just to prove a point. Remember, Baxter Stockman looked just like this. But they made him white in the cartoon. Yep, he started off looking just like this, and this was him in the actual cartoons. Or actually, technically, that's from the Archie comics, that version. But this is what he looked like. This is what he looked like in the comics, right? And they made him look like this in the cartoon, right? So you see how they whitewashed? You know what I mean? The cartoon was like, it's more appealing to have a white guy as Baxter Stockman. And this whole entire time, you know, us that grew up in the 80s, you understand, because this was we didn't have Mirage Comics. Remember, that's out of Rhode Island. That was on the East, that was far East Coast comic. We didn't get those in 1984. You know what I'm saying? By 1987, you know what I'm saying? They were just coming out with trade paperback, but hell, I was too young to get a trade paperback of any of that. You know what I'm saying? So only thing we had by 1987, you know what I'm saying, was the cartoon. 87, 88, 89 going on. You know what I'm saying? Further from there, all we had was a cartoon. So our first introduction was like, hey, wait a minute. Well, Baxter Stockman's white until you actually go to the source material. Again, that's why I said in the original comic, in the issue of 1 through 11 of the original Mirage comics, even if you get the trade paperback, April O'Neil is more white. She was an assistant of Baxter Stockman and TCRI. Matter of fact, this is her right here. This is from issue 2, right? This is from issue 2. So in the Mirage comics, you can see a distinctive look for Baxter and her. Again, all the way into issue 11. Issue 12 is when he started writing and drawing the character look more like his wife. That's why I'm giving you that. So did Kevin whitewash her, or Kevin just changed the look? You know what I'm saying? But she didn't look like she did in the cartoon, just like Baxter didn't look like he did in the cartoon. That's why I'm bringing why this is so, what I brought on that picture is so egregious. Because in that picture that I just showed you, let me stop my screen. In that picture that I just showed you, why this is egregious is because kids gonna have to pick and choose which box they want to have based on the skin color of the character. Instead of having just one dark-skinned April O'Neil, and I was wondering why there was not a single pack of April O'Neils that they were selling with these Mutant Mayhem toys. Nah, you got to pick and choose which one you want. You want light skin, you want light, bright, and damn near white, or you want the dark skin one. Your little boy, pick up which one you want. And what if he gets mad because he doesn't want the dark one? Or what if he gets mad if he doesn't want the white one? If you know, these kids now got YouTube channels too, reviewing toys, playing with their toys. Does it care? Do we care? Yeah, in the eyes of the parents, I do care. Because again, why would you do this to a toy when you won't do that to any other white character's toy? There's not a character that I have gotten anytime in the past, present, or future that would have a white one and a black one. Yeah, I mean, I still dig it because it was part of my childhood. But at the same time, you know, if we're talking about temporary representation, literally when people start seeing like when people start really getting into Ninja Turtles, they start saying, "Wait a minute, it's a black one." Like how Tyler Perry's version, of which that version was stupid, but yeah, I ain't even gonna go. There's a lot wrong with that movie except for Bebop for Rocksteady. But when Tyler Perry played Baxter Stockman, hell, I would have had Black Nerd Comedy be Baxter Stockman more than him, and that's why I like the version Giancarlo Esposito did in Mutant Mayhem, which I would do a review on that this week. But again, this is still agreed. This is a picture I took. I'm the one who stacked the toys up, next to each other so I could take this picture. Because I was just walking around Target, you know what I mean, just looking, you know what I'm saying, and I seen it because I already have the figures. So the only thing that I need is April O'Neil. This is the only one that I need. You know what I mean? And because I'm gonna take April out. You know what I'm saying? So I could display her. But then when I see this, I'm like, this is egregious. You know what I mean? Because again, I'm saying they would never, ever, ever do this to any other white. They would not do this to a white toy. So why do they think this is okay to do it to a black toy? And nobody's saying nothing about it. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm the only one. Maybe y'all can put it in the comment section. Maybe I'm losing my mind. Maybe I'm thinking about this too hard. But again, they won't do this with anybody else. When have you ever in the history of life seen them do this with any other white character's toy? White people will lose their mind. I'm gonna be honest with you because I'm losing my mind for them to have two colors when you shouldn't. You should be happy with the character that you have on screen. You should be able to present the character that you have on screen. You should be able to, sell the character that you have on screen. But obviously, there's problems. What's going on, Keita? But obviously, there's problems because the girl was dark skinned. So why you just didn't make her? Why you just didn't make her white in the first place? Why did Playmates go out their way to change her color? I don't have no problem with April being black or white, but if you're gonna do it, don't give me an either or in the toy section. Now I gotta explain to my children why she doesn't look like the same character from the goddamn movie, because it doesn't make sense. Let me go to our good buddy Chillmonger. Let me go to his video, because he has a video that I really enjoyed. Me off of there. Let me go to Chill, because he talks about temporary representation. And I think it's very, very important, very vital to understand where my man Chill was coming from. And why this makes so much sense. And shout out to my man Chillmonger. If you haven't subscribed to Chillmonger's channel, I don't know what's wrong with you. Y'all need to go subscribe right now. Stop what you're doing, because I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you used to. Now, this is just talks about temporary representation. But this is coming from the Disney side. But you will see what I'm talking about. I love this video that he did, but you will understand exactly, where I'm coming from with this and why temporary representation, doesn't work. Because this is what this was. This was temporary representation. Yeah, video games does have black representation better than Hollywood. Yeah. But again, with video games, it's a little bit more of they could be able to have civil liberties because it's not under a studio. Where are you at? There we go. Let's go here to my man Chillmonger. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to my man Chillmonger's YouTube channel. All right, let's go here. Oh,
Chadwick Boseman died.
Okay, listen to this.
Thank white Jesus Chadwick Boseman died. A black character became way too popular. But aren't we gonna recast? Like white superheroes? We'll run temporary representation. You get Shuri to become the Black Panther. She gains too much steam. Here comes the Sun to become Black Panther. Teach the audience it's about the mantle. Wakanda. Wakanda forever. That's what we'll call it. And Bobby Ray makes sure a black character never becomes that popular again. Canceling live action Proud Family? Yes, but cast the actress as Ariel. Temporary representation. Sir, what's this temporary representation?
Listen to
Temporary
Chill.
representation. It's our playbook. So take a character like Cinderella, right? Now we reboot and cast a black actress, and we get all the credit for casting somebody black. But don't worry, everything returns to them being white again. Having them play white characters is much safer than actual darkies catching fire. We use black labor for white characters. And when there is a black lead, it's in limited capacities. T'Challa is the most positively impactful dark-skinned character in the history of cinema. Black representation's best representative. So you nixed him when you had the chance, replaced him with a female so anyone who opposed it could be labeled misogynist. They all say they want representation, but they keep falling for attendance. But they'll consider a white property black just because of the actor who's temporarily playing her? Exactly. Just gotta say, every girl can see herself as Ariel. The Little Mermaid transcends race. Now you can be a princess. We had a black princess. And she was a frog for half of the movie. That's temporary representation. We flipped her just like we flipped Jamie Foxx's character into a ghost. Soul. Whatever. Actually, the best was when we got Will Smith. You remember, he was the genie. You liked that one. I was happier than David Duke at a hockey game. And since it's a voice actor, and since it was a white guy initially, we're really not attached to casting somebody black again. Same thing with like The Lion King. Even if they're being played by somebody black, it now stops and ceases the introduction of new black characters. Everybody in Lion King is going to be back to white, except for Rafiki's voice actor. You know what? Wait, so Ahsoka's voice actress, she's white. Did you only cast a black lead because her face would be painted? That's why they're called people of color. Characters are immortal, the actors aren't. We'll just get somebody white back to play the white characters. We maintain minimum melanin, and we get to cast black actors, and we please the people who that fools. It's racism repellent. And racist. Every black character has a built-in exit plan. You think Little Mermaid's staying black? Go to Disney World right now. See who's greeting your kids. White. Ariel will be white again, just like MJ will be white again. And it's only ever temporary representation. What about the media? We own the media. You didn't see those TikToks of the girls watching the trailers? But black media. You just give black media some free shit. They always conform. If that works, do you know how many fucking coons will sell themselves for a fruit basket? I don't know. Black Twitter could be really woke sometimes. Stop using woke in its correct context. But no, nigger Twitter will be too distracted with all the irrationally upset white people. They'll see that their enemy is angry, making them happy, and they'll be participants in their own oppression. I want black white mermaids, black white mothers, black white mutants, black white villains, black white heroes. We're gonna make all black representation temporary. White people. White people, white people, white people, white people.
I'm telling you, he killed this. He killed this. Oh, God. I got a phone call. But you see where we coming from. You see... Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I had to take that phone call. My child. Anyway, uh, so do you get what I'm talking about? We made April black, but we'll sell a white toy. Just so we can say exactly what he said. Anybody could be April, anybody could be Ariel, anybody could be anybody, right? Anybody could be anybody. But again, it just literally he just proved in one video how this media we'll temporarily do it as black. It'll be all right. You know, Playmates, what you gonna do? Oh, you know what? This is what we'll do. How about we have so nobody thinks we're racist? We give you a black toy for April and a white one. We'll stick it in the same box. Matter of fact, if you're just picking up toys, you never know in anyway. You know what? That's a good idea. Sounds like exactly what old Chill just did, right? Temporary representation does not work. Race bent characters don't work. This is what we need to do. We need to start focusing on black original characters in representing black original characters with our money. I'm not talking about Meteor Man, even though he's a black, but Meteor Man has not been relevant since the 90s. I'm talking about T'Challa, the Black Panther, an original character that was made for you. Luke Cage, Vixen, you know, Sam Wilson, these characters, you know, Mr. Terrific, you know, the Static Shock, you know, characters that was made originally black, original characters. And stop getting all excited because, oh man, look what they did with April. Because first of all, there's a lot of racist people that came out that was, no, I'm not talking about her looks. She just made her all big bone. Well, everybody looks weird in the movie. Now, if you've not seen Mutant Mayhem, this is before Mutant Mayhem came out. They didn't understand the artistic style or nature of the video or the movie because it's a lot of people that looks exactly weird. So, you know, April having some hips and a butt is nothing new in the movie. Hell, Rocksteady is cockeyed in the movie. Yeah, why one eye going this way, one going the other way? I don't know if he's looking at me or the turtles. And he's both facing us forward. So what I'm saying is that, you know, we already have problems when black people do get in these spaces, right? When they race bent these characters, this is not helping us. This doesn't help us whatsoever at all. What this does is it clearly makes a divide. Now you got to pick between what April that you want, because we're going to make her white anyway. Don't worry about it. We'll make her white. We'll make a toy that's white. That's cool. We'll make a toy that's white. Somebody will be happy just in case you wanted to get the toys. Oh man, I can pick a dark skin one, more a lighter one, but I can't pick a Ninja Turtle that looks like from the cartoon. You know what I mean? Or from the 2013 or the 2003 version. You know what I mean? Oh, what about the 2012 version? What about the 2014 version? What about the 2017 version? So you flippity flopping and switching everything around. I feel like on what's the name of the movie? Vampire in Brooklyn. When it was like you just flip it, just flip it and flap it, just everywhere. Just flip it. Yeah, Wonder Man. And again, since we're pulling receipts, let me go show y'all Wonder Man. Stop. Almost spelled Wonder Man too. Because at first I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of on the fence with this. I was very much on the fence with this when me and Chill talked about this. But now I'm not on the fence anymore. I'm full-fledged like, nah, I'm seeing it for myself. Let me show you this. This is Wonder Man. Now, Yaya Madu Matina second could be literally T'Challa. He's another person that could be T'Challa. Guess what? They want to, let's race swap him. Let's make him something else. When in the comics, he's white. Yeah, that's who's gonna be their Wonder Man. But then you see here, Wonder Man is a white actor. That's Wonder Man. You see how many white characters this are? Where's the black ones? Where's the black one? No, don't worry. They reboot the franchise, and you ain't got to worry about it. You know, oh, don't want to do that. Didn't want to do that at all. Sorry, did not want to do that. Want to go to the images, get off of Opera here. Look, Simon Williams' toy is white. Look, Simon Williams, white, really white, white, more white. Where the black? Because Simon Williams was never supposed to be black. Look, the toy. If I know a Wonder Man, if I'm a little kid, again, this confuses our children because the children's gonna be like, well, I got a Wonder Man toy and he looks like this. Who's this black guy? He's Wonder Man too. Well, which one's the real Wonder Man? Stop race swapping these characters. Blue Marvel. Yaya Matee could be Blue Marvel. There's so many black characters. So many black. Nope. White. Let's continue to make them white. Well, wait a minute. This is a newer Avengers comic book? What color is he? White. Avengers 2, Wonder Man and the Beast. White. What's going on, Blue? White. White. Let's go old school. White. Again, temporary representation does not work. Tyrone Johnson was right. They not. Again, Chill's video summarize it the best way because look, you know, we can please the masses. We got it's a black person in there, so we don't look racist. Man, at this point, I don't care because this doesn't work. Jericho Drum, yes, absolutely, Brother Voodoo. But again, this here proves without a shadow of a doubt that everything that we've been saying, golly, that everything we've been saying about temporary representation and how it doesn't work is right in front of our face. Exactly. I agree with you, William. I agree with you. And I'm going to get to the comments too, because I know I've been skipping a lot of them. But look, this is what I'm talking about. And I think this is what angers people like me, that, you know, I want to be a part of this universe. I like this stuff, but stop playing with me, movie studios. Stop playing with my feelings. You gave us a Black April, which, and again, in Rise of the Teenage Mutant Turtles, her character didn't change in the toy. But Playmates decided, oh, yeah, let's get a white one, too. You can get your pick, buddy. You don't want that dark, and we got a light one for you. Don't worry. Don't you worry. Your kids would not play with a darkie ever when you got one that's whiter than snow. Woo! That's because that's how it sounds. When you look at it, you think about it in your mind. That's what you think about. Because we're not good enough, so let's get another one. So I just don't want to. I don't even want it. I don't even want it. You know what I mean? I don't want us to be race swapped no more. Create a new character. But don't race swap me no more. Don't race swap me no more. Don't race swap my people. Don't race. I don't want no more. If race swap don't include no black people. And we need to start calling this stuff out. Like literally, we need to start calling, because look how this plays out. Instead of us getting the original characters that we have, you know what I'm saying, in these constructs, let's just create one, make it cool. Now, again, I mean, the 4 Turtles is nowhere like their comic book counterpart from Mirage Studios, especially issue like 1. They're nowhere close to their comic book counterparts. That's because those people were murderers. Those 4 turtles were literally like in the let me give you some context in the comics. In the comics with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they were you know, they were trained by their master Splinter. Splinter's master that he was a pet rat of was Hamato Yoshi, who, you know, was a big was a part of the Ninja Clan, was a part of, you know, the Foot Clan, or he was a Shadow Warrior, right? They were thieves, they were bad guys, right? They were bad guys. And because, you know, Oroku Nagi, you know, his one of his biggest rivals, girl, liked him, you know what I mean? He got pissed off. So, you know, Oroku Nagi and Hamato Yoshi fought to the death. Yamato won. Oroku Saki took advantage of that, killed him. So when Splinter got these turtles up in age, he sent the turtles to avenge their master. And they killed Shredder in the first issue. Threw him off of they beat his ass and threw him off the building. Now, I ain't saying he didn't get no licks in, but they beat the brakes off of Shredder. Oroku Saki got thrown off the building dead. You know what I mean? It's a little bit like what they did in the 1990 movie. They killed him. You know, that one, you know, Casey Jones was the murderer, so they could save face for the Turtles. The Turtles got their ass kicked. You know what I'm saying? But in the comic, they beat the brake. Shredder got a couple licks in. They commenced beating the brakes off of that dude, and he got tossed off of the bridge, off of the roof of the building they were fighting of, dead. So, but yeah, I'm tired of temporary representation. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like the days when it was just more white people. Next thing you know, Storm gonna be played by Heather Locklear or something. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's trash. It's trash. It's literally trash. Matter of fact, I did a whole thing about Norse mythology comes from shit. They're Norwegians and like the Vikings and all of that. And originally those people had darker skin too. Yeah. Oh, okay. So let me get to some of the comments. So I'm gonna go back and get to some of these comments and wrap this thing up. So I'm gonna get to. I did not see this. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles paper bag test. God. Oh, this is what I want to show you. I want to show you this. And then I'm gonna get to the comments. I'm gonna get to the because Gray, you just something that I was gonna play. This is a reason why I don't like the Black April and the White April toy. And again, shout out to Chillmonger in that video. That video got him some views too. Got him some good views. He made that 6 months ago. All right. Let me put this up. Ooh, excuse me. This is the reason why. This is the reason why. I don't know which one I want to pick. Yeah, I think it's MSNBC. But this is something that goes back. The doll test goes back. But I want to show you this. This is the reason why that this is detrimental. And y'all know me. I'm gonna, like I said, CVS receipts of why I have a problem with something. I don't just have a problem just to complain. I don't do that. I don't just complain just to be complain. There's a reason for my apprehension. There's a reason why I bring stuff up. And there's a reason why, you know, I go so hard for stuff. Because for one, I have kids. For two, we need to put an end to a lot of bullshit. Let's keep it real. And I want to make sure that I'm educating you also, because I don't know everything, but I will find an answer. So let's go here and why this makes sense. I'm gonna get to the comments, and then I'm gonna let you guys go because I gotta get ready for the Blurred AF show tonight at 7:00. So make sure you guys tune in. So the doll test. I ain't gonna lie. This actually gets me a little emotional because it pisses me off. It pisses me off. I ain't gonna cry, but this pisses me off because this is something the same things, the tactics that they're doing this right now. And if you haven't seen this, please. We have recreated this with Italian children. Okay.
Quale bambola è bianca?
Okay. You know what? I don't want this one. That's not the one I want. Let me get out of here. Let me get out of here real quick. I want the original doll test. They know which one I wanted. But I bet you they showing. I bet you it's still the same. I should just play it. Should I just play? Y'all let me know. Should I just play it? Play this one? If y'all tell me if y'all want not scroll Idris. I can't wait to get to the get to the comments. I'm starting to see some of it. Tell me if you want me to just play the Italian one, or do you want me to go to the original one? Put original or play it. William Moloch says play it. Original or play this one. Put it in the comments. Original or play it. Because if I want me to play it, I'll play this one. But I want to give you that original because it was so hard. Man. Oh God. I guess William, you're gonna be the only one that votes, so I'm gonna play it. Maybe I'll play both of them. I'm gonna go ahead and play this one, and I'm gonna try to find the original one too, so we can be able to get both sides. Let's see what they did with the Italian children, and let's see what they, let's counteract that with the black children, and let's go from there.
Quale bambola è nera?
We know what neither mean.
Quale delle due è bella?
Questa.
Qual è quella
It's one
bella?
for the white kid, one for the black child.
Qual è quella brutta?
Well, damn.
E qual è quella buona?
That little kid is woke.
Quale è cattiva? Qual è buona?
Lei.
Perché è buona?
Perché ha gli occhi celesti.
Quale è cattiva?
Mind you, these are kids.
Perché è cattiva?
Perché tutto nero.
It's all black.
E qual è la bambola che ti somiglia di più?
You gonna pick the white kid. All of them pick the black one? Now she's feeling bad about her decision. Look at this kid's face. It's easier to break it at him than a prejudice. That was with Italian kids. That was with the Italian kids. Let's get on to good old America, shall we? Now you're starting to understand what I mean by why it is detrimental when you show a black doll, a black April, and a white April. Why this should be boycotted. Matter of fact, should I make a petition? I think I should make a petition about this too. Because again, this is messed up. This is completely messed up. Let me see if this is the. Let me try to find the. Yeah, I this is an earlier one, but yeah, this is the CNN one. Well, this is MSNBC. I don't know. I don't know which one did this, but let's just play it.
Is the black doll? And which one is the white doll?
That one.
Which doll is the pretty doll? Which doll is the nice doll? Which doll is the bad doll? Which doll is the nice doll? And which doll is the bad doll? And why is that doll pretty?
Because she's white and she has 2 eyes.
Which doll is the ugly doll? Why is that doll ugly?
Because he's black.
Which doll looks most like you?
Like me.
Yeah, which one looks like you?
And that one.
Okay.
That doll.
You see a general consensus? Do you guys see a general consensus? Now you see why I got a problem with a white April O'Neil and a black April O'Neil? Because it's deeper. It's the way that we look at each other. When a white child sees that black April O'Neil, she thinks she's ugly. She thinks she's bad. But she looks like you. But then you see a white April, and that's okay. Because it's pretty. Just pretty eyes. She's white. She's nice. You see how eternally that we look at each other? This is not trying to have a commentary or anything about, race and stuff like that in the world, but it's the truth because we live in America where this fucking shit happens all the time and we never get a handle on it because we keep allowing places like Playmates to keep doing the doll test. And that's the reason why I have so much of a problem with what's going on. Not because, it's a doll, it's because what it represents. If there were 2 Aprils in the show, one happened to be white, one happened to be black, you got me. But when it was just one April and she was damn near the biggest supporting character next to a rat in the movie, and you decide just to do the doll test, I got a problem. It needs to be fixed. That's it. Second Street Morning, what's going on? What's going on? We have a huge black population where I live, and when I worked at Walmart, the shelves of the black dolls were pretty much like this. All the white dolls would sell, and we have loads of black ones. Yeah, it's a psyche. It's literally psyche, and it's so it hurts me more. You know what I mean? I think it hurts me more because it's my people who have no matter if you notice this, no matter if they were in Italy or America, the same answer came out. It was the same answer. Let me see. I'm gonna go to the meme cart. I mean, they didn't experience this on different levels. Oh, was this the same thing that I did? Yeah. I don't know why that keeps popping up. But anyway, you see you guys are understanding where I'm coming from. That's it. I just wanted to give you guys where I'm coming from because the 1940 sets is not, I can't find a 1940 sets. Yeah, I can't find it. So anyway, y'all get where I'm coming from. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right, let me get back to the comments. I mean, God, dog, I might not get to every single comment. It makes you it makes you think. It makes you think, and it's hurtful. All right, let me start here. Video games does have like yeah. They say video game developers still need to get phased right though. Yeah, especially CJ. CJ's fade from Grand Theft Auto was terrible, man. Get that Caesar, and then try a straight bowl cut. Nah, see, the Caesar was cool. Let me take that back. The Caesar was cool. Very checkbox. Diversity instead of representation. Exactly. Spider-Man 2 devs did ruin Miles' previous game, Fresh Fade. He now goes to Supercuts to Spider-Man 2. Oh man, his fade was fresh in that. That's funny. Video games definitely do. Let's see. Mass Effect's Legendary added a nice hair option. I've wanted since 2007. All right, let's get to this. Wonder Man still baffles me. Real talk. I like the Turtles design in the Bay films, but hated Megan Fox as April. I didn't really like their designs because they were too damn big. They were just too big and they were bulletproof. I mean, they were trying to go for like an IDW look, but it just didn't land. That's what it really is. It was just too big. If they were smaller, it'd be different. Yeah. All these great black actors playing villains in the MCU lately baffles me. Yeah. I think I got to that one. And his brother Grim Reaper. That's another race swap black villain in the MCU. Blue Marvel was right there. Yep. They only want black actors for role that would disappear once the movie is over. You never lie. Luke Cage was right there. Wonder Man, Tyrone Johnson. Yeah, definitely ain't hooking up with Wanda or Carol like he did in the comics. Boy, they already had a hard enough time because Jessica Drew and Luke Cage was hooking up, but they did in the comics. I don't know if this is going to give us Luke Cage and Jessica Jones the way the Netflix gave us. Yeah, gave it to us. Man, he was over here trying to get that coffee from everybody. Dwayne Taylor, it angers me too. Orlando Jones is the only live action version of Nancy I think we will ever get. Yep. He'll be Orlando Jones will be a good Brother Voodoo too. I think he'll be an excellent Brother Voodoo. But I think he got blackballed out of Hollywood for real because I haven't seen nothing from him since. I say in consecutive shade mode. Constructive shade mode. They'll cast a Keith Stanford as Reed Richards or Magneto before they'll cast him as T'Challa. Exactly. Idris Elba was the first to irk me because they wasted one of the best black actors in ever in a very small role. Yep. Heimdall, like what the hell? Yeah, Idris Elba is not a black actor. They'll replace him with Axel. Yep. I'm glad they don't have Black April trying to hook up with the Turtles like in the cartoon on Nick. Yeah, exactly. This was 2011 Idris. Oh, wow. Y'all was really going in on Idris. 2011 Idris was just faking the funk. Very y'all are dumb. Scroll Idris. I'm just now seeing this. That's hilarious. Shatari Ildra shapeshifted 16 comic version. Not those MCU imposters. That's why I meant Dre Mac. Play it. Yeah, well. I wish I could find that original, but it's all the same thing. It's still just heartbreaking. It's just heartbreaking. That's what it really is. They use drawings too. Yeah, I think I'm caught up. Yeah. Oh, no, I'm not. It's crazy. It's the media. It's media. Exactly. I would have loved to have seen a Bass Reeves show instead of the Lone Ranger growing up. That would have been awesome. Yeah, that would have been great. For me, as much white media I consumed as a kid, never once wanted to be white. But that wasn't the case with several non-white kids in the 80s. You know me, D Stizzle, you know I wanted Michael Knight to be my daddy. I wanted David Hasselhoff to be my daddy just because of the car. You understand? But I was a big Knight Rider fan. But at the same time, I didn't look at myself and just hate myself and wanted to be something different, though. You know what I mean? I didn't want it to be white because I like David Hasselhoff as Michael Knight in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, I used to literally in the 80s, especially Dukes of Hazzard. You know how much Dukes of Hazzard stuff that I had? You know what I'm saying? Not once did I even think it was racist. Until somebody pointed out with the General Lee and the Rebel Flag man. You know what I mean? In the show, it's still not racist. The two white dudes running from the police. Greatest show ever to me. The greatest shows ever. Comic Luke had just been married almost as long as Pete and MJ. Yeah. Okay, I'm now caught up. Okay, I'm caught up now. Yeah. So that is where we're at on this one. What do y'all think, man? I'm trying to detox myself from a lot of sugar, so I'm drinking regular tea and have to get used to just drinking tea with no sugar, so I can try to detox as much sweets as I bring in from just drinking tea. I love tea. Yo, I hear you. That's different than those kids are doing, in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah, DOH. Yeah. I used to love Dukes. You could put me, my grandma used to put me in front of the TV. And it wasn't BET. I've started to feel like Uncle Ruckus. You know how I get kid before he was grown? I put it right in front of the TV and put in BET. Boom-ba-ya. BET. Boom-ba-ya. But I used to sit in front of the TV as a kid. If Knight Rider was on, you wouldn't hear me at all. Dukes of Hazzard is on, you would not hear me at all. And Dukes of Hazzard came on when I was a kid. Dukes of Hazzard came on NBC. No, Dukes of Hazzard came on CBS, and Knight Rider came on NBC when I was a kid, and enjoyed every minute of Dukes of Hazzard. They jacked up more Dodge Chargers than anybody I know in history. I mean, they totally destroyed them Dodge Chargers. But again, I was a fan. Uncle Ruckus compilation is one of the most hilarious and crazy. Right. Gonna spit them facts out, Gray. Miami Vikes, Dukes of Hazzard, A-Team, Knight Rider, Airwolf. I was on them. Don't forget Hardcastle and McCormick. Don't forget Street Hawk. Don't forget Viper. Don't forget Simon. I used to watch Simon and Simon because of their car. I used to watch the Fall Guy because of that truck. I used to watch don't get me going. Don't get me going. Ooh, who else? Hell, I watched the Rockford Files because he had a cool car. Yeah. This was the shows back in the day. But yeah, man, now you understand why this is a problem. Playmates proves temporary representation is alive with April Toy. Just with a small toy, they proved. All right. Yep, I watched all that stuff. Man, Used to love Jake and the Fat Man. Oh snap, that still come on like the channel that plays all the old stuff locally. Because if you ain't got no cable, that's what they do, right? That's what they got right there. Now I got a funny Knight Rider story. I got y'all. If I pulled out my whole entire collection of crap, I don't have no room down here because my Knight Rider stuff is over in the corner over here. And shout out to my guy at my job named Nate. Shout out to Nate. Nate, I couldn't go to Kansas City Comic Con, so he goes, finds William Daniels. If y'all know who William Daniels is, he is the voice of Kit in Knight Rider. It gets him to sign Kit for me. It's like to Dre, you know what I'm saying, from Kit, and signed his name William Daniels. Dog, oh my god, I damn near cried. Because a lot of people don't know, like, my loves. I'm talking about loves. 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 Knight Riders, Transformers, Turtles. Knight Riders, Transformers, Turtles. I'm in there. And he got me that sign, dog. It's just one of the, he brought it to me to work too. You know what I'm saying? He was playing around and he was joking and stuff like that. And I opened it up and it was signed William Daniels, autograph, Knight Rider, little poster with Kid on it. And it's the dopest thing that I have in my collection. It's literally the dopest thing that I have in my collection. And then I had someone send me a Knight Rider's like detective kit. Second dopest thing in my collection. That thing has everything. It has a watch. I won't take it out. I took it out one time, but I won't take it out again. It has the watch. It has Michael Knight's driver's license, the kit license plate, the whole nine. It's so dope, so incredibly dope. But yeah, those are my loves, man. Those are my loves. So anyway, let me go ahead and start wrapping this thing up, man. Y'all got anything else, man? I'm gonna go ahead and start wrapping up this show because I got to get ready for the 7. Don't forget, turn right back around and come see me at 7 o'clock Central Time. I mean, yeah, Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 5 o'clock Pacific Time, and if you're on Western Time, it's 6 your time. Me, Mika G, and Blues House Live will be on to discuss our topics at 7 o'clock. So don't forget to tune back in. But anyway, I appreciate you guys sticking around this long. Hopefully, I have educated you on some things of why this is detrimental in an educational. Yes, I give my rants, I give my commentary, but this is the reason why I give this, because if I can't pull my receipts to why, then it's just a rant. And I'd rather tell you the why and the understanding. Look, I mean, I got my turtles. Look at April in there. What color is April in there? White. Just leave them white. I'd rather leave them white. So, you know what I mean? So, anyway, thank you guys for tuning in to the Dre Mac Show. Again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you never miss one of my videos.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
All right, man. I'll wrap it up. Damn. All right. Let me get out of here, man. I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe hard, man. I'll see y'all again at 7 o'clock. Where my outro at? The new one. Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over? What? Huh. Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.